Hello guys, welcome to yet another interesting tutorial on your favorite YouTube channel, Tech. And on today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to create an advanced message pop-up box with full functionalities using the if-else statement in Java using Netbeans. You can do me a favor by following us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube at Tech. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment on all our videos. Let's get started. Open Netbeans. Click on File. Click on Create a new project. And let's go down to Business. In our previous class, we developed a simple message box, which is actually what you're seeing on the screen. And I'm going to run this particular program so that we all are going to see what actually this program is all about. Now click here to show message. This is how to create a message pop-up in Java using Netbeans. But once you click on yes, nothing happens. You click on no, nothing happens. You click on cancel, nothing happens. So on today's tutorial, I will teach you how to implement all the functionalities for the buttons. Now click on File, click on New Project, click on Java from the category, then from the project type, click on Java Application, then click Next. In here, where it's asking you for the project name, type advanced message box. You can as well copy this for future use. Now uncheck this create main class and click finish. Once you do that, you will be able to see the project in the list of projects by the left hand side of your screen. Now you will see advanced message box at the left hand corner of your screen. Right click on it, click on new, then click on JFrame form. In the class name, paste the strings of words you copied earlier in the class name. In the package name as well, paste the strings of words there and click finish. Now automatically you will have a form that will be displayed on your screen. You can increase it, you can decrease it. You can actually make it in any form, any size you want, depending on the project you are working on. But for now, I'll make it in this particular form. Now we have three buttons here. We have the source, the design, and the history. Anything you're doing, you actually see it. Okay, today at exactly 12:09 16 a.m. this was actually, there was something I did. Once you open, you are going to see that okay, I created an advanced message box. Now this is it. Everything you do, it will show you the history and the date, time it was created. Now go back to the design view. This is actually what your users will see. Then the source, this is where you can code or program anything on Netbeans. Now when you go back to the design view, you compile and you run. It will ask you to create a main class. Yes, create. Now this is it. You will have a form on your screen, but it has no property, nothing. It has nothing on it. It's absolutely empty. Now you can close this. So on today's tutorial, we are going to be designing a simple login form. So all I need is to go to my palette, click on label, drop it, rename it by right clicking on it, edit text, type username, press enter, right click on it, change variable name, JLBL username, enter. All right, I'm going to right click on it again, property, font, I'm going to make it bold, increase it to size 14 and hit enter and close this. I will now right click on it, copy, and I'm gonna paste it again. Now we have a copy here. Right click, edit text, password. Right click on it, change variable name, password. Now we're done with that. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be needing a text area. Now a text field, sorry. We're going to click on text field, drop it here, increase it, and we will need another text field for password field. We're going to increase the length as well. Right click, edit text, clear what is inside. Right click, change variable name, jtxt username, enter. Edit text, clear what is inside. Edit, change variable name, jtxt password, enter. Now I'm gonna include 2 buttons or 3. We're gonna have this button, and I'm going to make some editing on it. This is login, and we're gonna have another one. We're changing the variable name to jbtn login. Same thing, I'm going to change how the button will look like. I'll go to the font, make it bold, make it 18, and OK, and close. I'm going to close that and resize my button. Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Drag this to this point, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Then I can now resize this, and resize my form to make it more unique and dynamic. Alright, here we're going to rename this as clear, change it to btn clear, while this will be edited as exit. I will name this, change the name to btn exit. So this is a typical login page. Once we compile, we're going to compile this and wait for it to compile, then run it. We should be able to have something like this. You type, and there should be login, clear, exit. Alright, now we're good to go. On today's tutorial, we are going to be working on this particular button. Maybe subsequently I'll teach you how to code a login page, how you can log in, because what we actually want to do today is to see how when someone click on exit, you should ask the person, are you sure you want to exit? If you click yes, then the system will exit, but if you say no, then the system will still remain active. So we are going to be working on this particular button called the exit. Now on this exit, click on the button, right click on it, then go to the events, click on action performed. Now once you're here, you should be able to get this private void jbtn exit action performed. Remember, you rename this particular button as jbtn exit, and we selected a function called the action performed. Now this is the event. Once this button is clicked, there should be an action that will be performed. So we are going to clear this initial comment, and create an instance of our JFrame. Now we are going to create JFrame equal to new JFrame, and the button name is exits, and we're going to have an end of statement here, and after that we're going to declare our if statement, because we actually want a decision. There should be a decision there. So if our J option pan dot show confirm dialog, this, what is this? This instance of a JFrame, because we're having the button on our JFrame. So this particular action, which is our JFrame, once it is triggered, this should happen. There should be a question: are you sure you want to exit? And the title of our message box should be confirm. And we can have this here, clear all this, and have our JForm button as which type of button do we need? We need J option pen dot OK option. Now this is what we need: J option pen dot OK option. Now we are going to copy this. If this particular condition is equal to J option pen dot OK option, then this statement, if this particular condition is met, then there should be something that will be executed. That's if you click OK, the system dot exit, and we're going to have 0. So system should exit. Else J option pen dot show confirm dialog. This, now this particular event is in line with the button once it is clicked, and if it is selected, then if it is okay, the system will exit. But once it is cancelled or not, or when someone press no, then this message is going to be displayed. This particular confirm dialog should show us the system will remain active. All right, if you look at our code, we have an arrow here. There's something that's telling us there are some things we didn't include. When you scroll up, we only imported, the system automatically imports this JPan option for you, J option pan, but there is something we actually need, which is for the JFrame handler. We need a library that will handle our JFrame, so we are going to include that. So we are going to import our JFrame handler library, and we are going to also create a field for our JFrame in our project. All right, once you're done with that, you should be able to see any other error message in any lines of code. So this is what we have. At this point, we created an instance of this particular JFrame, and the instance is actually on the exit button. Now this is the exit button. We said JBTN exit, and the action that will be performed will be all of this. Now if this particular condition is met, then the system should exit. That's once a user click on OK, this particular condition should be made. But once the person clicks no, then this particular message that will be displayed on the confirm dialog should be this system will remain active. But once the person is asked this question and he clicks OK, then the system will automatically exit. So let's try this and see. So we're going to compile. It has compiled successfully in 1 second. Now test it. Alright, now we have our login, clear, then exit. You can see. Are you sure you want to exit? No. The system will remain active. Yes. Exit. Are you sure you want to exit? No. The system will remain active. Yes. Exit. Yes. Now the system is off automatically. So once you do that and the user presses yes, this condition will be active. This particular condition will be active. In most cases, you may not even like to include this else if statement. There's no issue. You can actually include this else. Maybe you have maybe a registration form that you want the user to actually click, in case if the person tries to log in his email, his username and his password, and the system shows error message, invalid username or password, else the system should take the user to registration page. That means the user doesn't have a username or password for the system. So once you don't want this, maybe you don't want double option, you can cut this out and you'll still have a system that will be working. And once you click on this, you test it, you click exit. Do you want to exit? You say no. The system will still remain with only one option, one message. But the reason why I did that is in case you want to have two options, like do you want to exit, and the person says no, then are you sure you want to create an account? A person will say yes. So you can still have two options, two message box that will display different action or different message to the users. Now once you click exit, you say yes. Now the system will exit. So that is how to create an advanced message box in Java using the Netbeans. Before we go, I would like to review what we've done so far. The first thing we did was we click on file, we created a new project, and we added a label on our form, which is on our JFrame form. We also added two text fields, one for the username and the other for the password. We rename all of them, and we also added 3 buttons on our form, which is the button login, the clear, and the exit. We coded the exit button alone to display a common message box for us, which will have a button of 2, either the yes or the no. And if you click the yes, it will exit from the system, while if you click the no, it will still remain on the system. And I also told us why we included the else on our command. The reason is you may have a system where you want the user to also get direction to the registration page. You can use the else to get the user to that page. But if you just want to have the person exit from the system, you don't need to include that else on the system. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I hope to see you in the next coding, which will be the clear and the login. And as well, I'm going to teach you how to redesign your button, because if you look at this particular button, you will see that it's carrying the initial design, but I'm going to teach you how to make a more dynamic and unique button. I'm going to teach you how to recustomize these buttons to something great in our next tutorial. As you stay focused and you continue to subscribe to this page, you also follow us on all social media. Thank you so much. I still remain your one and only tutor, Captain Eflex. Thank you for watching.